Welcome back to the Explainer. Okay, we are jumping right into day 4 of our 15-day crash course. You've already put in the hard work for the first 3 days, so let's keep that awesome momentum going. Today is all about mastering yesterday, really dialing in the art of simple storytelling and navigating past tense English without overthinking the whole thing.
Here's the game plan for today. First, keeping the streak alive. Then, the what happened formula. After that, smooth story connectors, followed by the confidence booster failsafe. And we'll wrap it all up with your 1-minute challenge. Let's get into it.
All right, part 1, keeping the streak alive.
So, looking back at day 3, you totally nailed how to ask engaging questions and keep those conversations flowing naturally. That is a huge milestone, honestly. By mastering the art of the question, you've built the absolute perfect foundation for today's goal. Because think about it, once you ask someone a question, they're going to throw one right back at you. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be about something that already happened.
Moving right along to part 2, the what happened formula. We have all been there, right? Someone hits you with the classic, "So, what did you do yesterday?" Or, "How was your weekend?" And suddenly, panic mode. But listen, as a learner, you absolutely shouldn't have to freeze up or break a sweat trying to juggle complex grammar rules just to say you went to the store and watched a movie. You just need a simple, reliable formula. Now here is the exact trap that catches so many beginners. The verbs. When we talk about the past, we use action words. Usually, these are regular verbs, which are a total breeze. You literally just tack an ed onto the end. Work becomes worked, watch becomes watched. Super easy, right? But then, we have the irregular verbs. These are the tricky ones where the whole word basically shapeshifts on you. You don't say good, you say went. You don't say eated, it's ate.
Think of these everyday action words as your personal cheat sheet. You can mentally separate those simple ed words from the wild, irregular ones that just change entirely. If you just take a mental snapshot of these high-frequency, everyday actions, it's going to save you so much hesitation. You definitely don't need to memorize the entire dictionary right now. Just master these heavy hitters first.
So, to put together your very own what happened formula, just follow these 3 super simple steps. First up, start with those basic past action words we were just talking about. Second, and please hear me on this, avoid those complicated tense formulas. Seriously, forget past perfect continuous even exists for right now. Just stick to the simple past. And third, just answer naturally. If you can smoothly answer questions about your weekend without drowning in confusing tense mechanics, you are going to sound incredibly fluent and relaxed.
Okay, that brings us to part 3, smooth story connectors.
To make your stories really flow, we use transitional words. Think of these as the glue holding your simple verbs together. They seamlessly pull your narrative forward in time. You kick things off with first, throw in a little surprise with suddenly, keep the momentum going with after that, and then tie a neat little bow on it with in the end.
Look at how beautifully this plays out in a real thought. By dropping these simple sequencing words right at the beginning of your sentences, you effortlessly take a clunky, robotic list of facts and turn it into a compelling story. Like, first I went to the store. Suddenly, it started raining. After that, I grabbed a coffee. In the end, it was a fun day. It is such a simple tweak, but I promise you, to whoever is listening, it sounds highly structured and super proficient.
Which leads us nicely to part 4, the confidence booster failsafe.
Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. What actually happens when you're mid-sentence and your brain just goes completely blank? It is terrifying, right? It's this massive emotional blocker that causes so many beginners to just stop talking entirely. But do not panic. There is a foolproof, incredibly effective workaround you can use right this second to save the conversation.
I like to call this the go-to alternative trick. It is your ultimate conversational failsafe. Basically, instead of standing there searching your brain for 5 super awkward seconds trying to find the absolute perfect word, you just instantly swap it out for a simpler, known word. You just never stop speaking. The golden rule here? Keep the story moving. Substitute, do not stall. Using this trick bypasses that mental freeze entirely and keeps your confidence riding high. And you know what? If you need to make a really quick mental bridge in your head, like translating a concept into Roman Urdu or Hindi for just a split second to grab the simplest English equivalent, that is 100% fine. If the word purchased completely falls out of your brain, just say bought, or honestly, just say got. The key is to just keep moving. All right, finally, part 5, your 1-minute challenge.
Right here, right now, it is time for your 1-minute storytelling challenge. This is a really fun speaking prompt, and I actually want you to practice this out loud the absolute second this explainer is over. Here's what you do. Think of a funny or memorable day you had recently. Use first, after that, and in the end. And if you mess up a verb, who cares? Just use your fail-safe alternative, substitute it, and keep talking for 60 solid seconds. To really lock this all in, here is your Day 4 homework. First, complete a short, actionable writing task by physically writing out that story you just thought of. Then, do that 1-minute out-loud speaking task we literally just talked about. Actually hearing your own voice using these past tense forms is absolutely vital. Knocking out these 2 steps is going to permanently lock in what we covered today.
So, want to leave you with this question. Are you ready to finally let go of perfect grammar? Are you ready to stop stressing over tiny little mistakes and start genuinely connecting with people through your stories? Because remember, the whole point of language is connection, not perfection. So, what story are you going to tell today? Get out there, embrace the simple past tense, and I will see you in the next explainer.